tension here in our necks, backs, we do this. What does a dog do when they're stressed and angry? Their shoulders go back, their hair stands up in the back of their neck. I mean, there are so many functions that go from humans to primates to animals that actually are the same function. They're the same functions. I always knew that from the get-go. My parents were huge animal people. And then I grew up on the bayou, you know, like, when we were kids, we used to swing off of the, you know, we had rope swings. Super, like, typical, stereotypical Southern kid jumping off rope swings into the bayou. Which actually, now I think about it, it's actually kind of dangerous because you have current. And my father was always so adamant, you check everywhere you're jumping into first. Because there are low submerged logs and stuff that come down with the current. I mean, it's like scary, the stupidest shit we did, but it was so fun.
And alligators.
Well, that's what I was about to say. It's so funny, as a little kid from Louisiana, and you're like, whatever. On the opposite end of the bayou, which, by the way, was like from me to that door, or less, from me to that speaker, there's like 6-foot alligators laying on the little beach, just hanging. And anything over like 5 or 6 feet, yeah, you would just make sure you knew where they were at all times. And then you would name them. You're like, that's Bessie and that's Clark. And at some point, someone would go, oh, Bessie just got in the water. Get out for a little while, guys. And we would just get out and sit there and have our sandwich and wait, and we would just watch the alligator go down the bayou and thought, cool, it's time to, you can get back in the water. But that understanding of, you know, I didn't throw sticks at that animal or rocks or, you know, I was watching this video of this little kid in Afghanistan, these little like 5-year-old kids, and they were humming these rocks, this little goat. And I thought, why do we do that? It's something in us. Why do we feel the need to exude or impose our will and hurt another creature? And I think in the early stages of life, you're trying it all out. I remember when I was a little kid, my grandfather gave me this little billy goat as a gift, and my mom said, Dad, that goat is going to butt him in the head. Well, my dumb ass, I thought it was funny sometimes to like make him run into the electric fence. By the way, I'm like 5. I don't really know the difference. I'm learning that it's not cool. And guess what? That goat got so pissed off, and he ran, whack, and split my head open with little horns. And guess what? I deserved it. What an idiot I am. And after I did that, I was literally 5, and I realized, that poor little, wait, why did I do, that is so mean. And I realized I'd seen other kids being mean to animals, and I always stood up for those animals, and I guess some weird little thing in me went, I wonder what happens if I do this. It's some weird thing in us, and I would love to see the next generations of our civilization coming up, and through education, and through activism, and through passion, and compassion, and reverence, and gratitude, watching these little guys. How old are you, little one? How old are you? 9? That's awesome. 9-year-olds, I'm your #1 fan, kiddo. Sorry, I just realized I've said the F word like 3 times. But the thing is like seeing those guys grow up, the next generation of the world, and this is literally like the mission of ISF, is through reverence, gratitude, and compassion, build the next generation of humanity where that doesn't even exist. And I think if we start doing that, there will be no more wars. There will be no more food shortages. There won't be any jails. People will not feel the need to harm one another. And when you don't have that, you also realize like, oh, well then we should probably farm sustainably. We should probably drive sustainably. We should build sustainably. Sustainability will come out of compassion and gratefulness for the frickin' environment and for each other. I mean, I may be crazy, but I think there's a real validity to that. And that's all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And get back at your sister at some point. Just put something of hers in the toilet.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Or just hug her and say, you know what, I was probably a meanie to you. Just don't ever do that again.
Now we are actually...
Are you guys falling